I would like to do this as a live video because that's all I can feel that I can do right now because I'm having personal issues and in pain. But I just want to give like a few short Universal tips for Universal Studios Orlando / Islands of Adventure. One, if you can, be a pass holder. And you might say that's really expensive, Mary or Emma, and I understand that. But if you are going for more than 2 or 3 days, it is actually cheaper or the same price to be an annual pass holder, and you can pick the package, which, they have different scales and how much they are and everything. Or at least get like that 14-day pass. I've known people who've gotten the 1-day pass and then they thought, how could I afford to go so many times? Because I'm a pass holder. The other thing is, when you first start out, you pay half the money down for the actual price of the ticket. And if you're with your significant other, friend, family, etc., like I was with my fiance, half for each of you, and then you pay the rest of the balance off monthly. So it's actually a pretty good deal. And then when your year is up, you just pay it monthly, and you can actually cancel anytime, which is good because if you can't afford to go. Or, like if you're not going to have time to go. There is a Universal app, just like there's a Disney app. The Universal app, for me, the big deal in that is wait times. Wait times are usually fairly accurate on the app. When you walk into one of the two parks, you can usually find a sign that tells you the estimated wait times at the sign. Then when you get to the ride, you can see another one. Sometimes the app is wrong. Sometimes it's off just a little, but it will still give you an idea of which rides are fastest. Now, I'm not saying go do rides you hate because they're a short line, but look at the rides and see, for me, I like the Mummy, I love the Hulk, I like the Simpsons. If you see that one of those is a decent time for that ride, why not go now instead of waiting in an extremely long line later? Maybe it was just raining. Maybe everybody's at the other park for whatever reason. It really doesn't matter. The earlier you can go, the better. Anybody's going to tell you this. They're going to tell you to stay on site at one of the Universal-owned hotels, just like at Disney, and go in an hour earlier. I have done this once. It was good. It definitely helped, especially with the Harry Potter section, which if you can't get Express Pass is good. I do not have Express Pass. I have never used Express Pass. I have a feeling that once I use it, I will not want to go back. But even if you can go at opening time or within an hour, it's going to be better than like 2 hours after the park opens when everybody and their mother is trying to go. Games. This is something I learned from my dad at a local amusement park. One of the games I like to play for any kind of ride, any kind of actual like plush or whatever that you want to win, is there's that water game where you shoot, right? It's not that hard as long as you can get it lined up. If you can go to that with your family and it's slow and nobody else is there and you can play that game, one of the people in your family is guaranteed to win. So if it's just you and your boyfriend, you and your 2 kids, whatever, you and your best friend, one of you is going to win something and it's totally worth it. You'll be like, oh, the games are expensive here. Yeah, because you're in a freaking Orlando amusement park, but it's still way cheaper than getting it in the gift shop, and it's fun, and it's a memory. There are so many great places to eat in Universal. I'm going to tell you something I just found out this year. Last year I was at Universal for 2 weeks, and I never saw this place, and I never got to experience it. And it makes me a little sad because this year I was there for like 4 or 5 days and I went twice in 2 days once I found it because, yay, really good prices and also really delicious food and amazing portions. So in Universal Studios, not Islands of Adventure, when you first walk in, you're probably trying to go to the rides, or it's like the end of the day or the end of your time there, you're going to run to the other park. You're not looking at the restaurant that's like right when you come in. I mean, there's probably people who do this, but I never do. I'm always looking for like themed restaurants, like Harry Potter restaurants or Simpsons or whatever. It's called like Boulangerie, which I guess is French. I read that like that place in Epcot for Disney, the French place, has like basically the same name, and it's a common name like the world over. But I didn't know that, and that's not really important. The point is, it's called Boulangerie something. Might just be that. It might be Boulangerie Hollywood. I don't know. Because I do like the Universal Studios theming. It's a very simple little restaurant, cafe, whatever you want to call it. It's quick service. It is not full service, table service, aka. But there are tables inside if you need air conditioning. Both the times I was there, which were not during peak meal times, there were tables available inside. There are also tables outside, but like if you need a quick break from the heat, like it's a billion degrees outside, you're getting burnt, which is me with my terrible fair skin. Check it out. But the big deal is they have meals. The meals include a sandwich and vegetables on the side. It was like potato salad and fruit for what I got. And we have our Universal Cup, or you can get free water. It was a very good price. I want to say it was like $9.99 or something. And it was a huge amount of food. Like, if you've already eaten and it's you and one other person, you can probably split it. We hadn't eaten in like a billion hours, so we each got our own, like, the first time we went there. They also have amazing desserts. You can add a giant muffin. Like, the second time we went there, we got a French toast muffin for $1.99. If you were just going in there for dessert or whatever, they had amazing cheesecake. I want to say it was around $5 a piece. And you cannot eat this whole thing yourself. Like, you have to split it with whoever you're with. So it's just a really good deal. It's delicious. It's freshly made. Get the health food sandwich. I know it sounds weird. I saw a kid with it before I went in. It caught my eye because it was a little kid with a sandwich with bean sprouts on it. And I used to be vegan, and I tried bean sprouts, but, I don't have a lot of money. So the bean sprouts that I had were in a jar, and they were not pickled, but they were wet. And I was like, ugh, never ate bean sprouts again, right? It's a couple years ago. Fresh freaking bean sprouts are amazing. The health food sandwich is like, I want to say turkey or chicken or something. And then bean sprouts, cucumber, cheese. It was so good. And then they have like a section where the utensils are, and you can get like mayonnaise, mustard, relish. They had like, I think, a jar of hot sauce. Like, it was pretty cool. Just a really cute little place. Like I'm saying, it's not like themed. It's not like something where most people are going to be like, I have to go to Harry Potter, which I've been to one of the Harry Potter restaurants. I've been to a Simpsons restaurant. They're great. But just in general, really good to go to. I don't know. Put suntan lotion on. Do it over and over and still get burnt. I'm probably lucky because I did do that and I took some with me into the park one day. I mean, I could have got third-degree burn. I'm not sure if I mentioned the cups. I think I said sometimes I have the cup. If you buy that cup from Universal, people have been using those who are pass holders for years. There's this cup that you buy. It's for the Coke Freestyle machines. And I know they have that other one too, but I don't deal with it. You go up to a cashier. You buy it the first day. I want to say it's $15 or $16. On repeat days, it's like $8. And when you go in, it's like the whole rest of the day you can get all the drinks you want. And it's not just pop. Of course, it's like pop, diet pop. But then it's cool because it's the freestyle. So you can put like whatever flavors you want. So like diet, cherry, Coke with raspberry. I don't know. And also like Powerade. And I believe they said the water was back, which is amazing. This is less of a tip and more of a pet peeve. The escalator thing. Like, not escalator. Okay, forget it. I can't remember the name of it right now. But, have your stuff ready, like, right when you come in, to Universal, unless you're coming from one of the more premium hotels. I guess there are other entrances. I haven't done it. I've only stayed at Cabana Bay or stayed off-site. And you have to come in through, like, the bus entrance, the regular people entrance. When you come in that way, you have to go through that security checkpoint. And it's usually somewhat busy. I was there one day of Memorial Day weekend, and it was crazy busy, like Disney busy. And that day I would say, woo! But every other day it's not that busy, but still, have your stuff ready. Like, you have to take everything out of your pockets, take your lanyards off. Anything that might be metal is also very important because it's a metal detector that you're going through. They just want to check and make sure nobody has guns or knives or anything. So, those are just some very quick tips. Obviously not everything I've learned from going to Universal, but I want to start doing some Universal videos as a pass holder. So thank you for checking out my channel. I'm Mary Emma, Miss Emma MM. Please come back, ask me any questions you have about Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure in Orlando. I'd be happy to answer. Let me know your favorite places to eat, any of your little tips. I'd be happy to put them in. Thank you for joining me, and have a great weekend.